This month on Patreon, Belle Delphine vs. Prudes, Dolly Parton glorifies the gig economy, Twitch mangles a Metallica concert, and about a year's worth of exclusives you still haven't seen. Support the habit at patreon.com/doseofbuckley. The year was 2011. A protest by people who felt wronged by the system took place in the form of Occupy Wall Street. Gilbert Gottfried was fired from his job as the Aflac duck for some tweets he made that were deemed bigoted and insensitive. An unusual snowstorm left over 1 million without power in the Northeast US, and Rebecca Black released the song Friday. 10 years later, and only a few days into the third month of the year, we've already seen a protest by people who felt wronged by the system in the form of the Capitol riot. Gina Carano was fired from her job from The Mandalorian for some tweets she made that were deemed bigoted and insensitive. An unusual snowstorm left over 1 million people without power in Texas, and Rebecca Black re-released the song Friday. There's only one explanation. God is bored during lockdown and is speedrunning 2011. Yes, for the 10th anniversary of one of the worst songs ever made, Rebecca Black, now 23 years old, released a remix of Friday. And 10 years ago, I did a video about the song where I incorrectly said this. It won't even be the next Aqua Barbie girl, something so awful we still remember it 15 or 20 years later. It's just gonna fade away, only to become an obscure reference that only the lamest of internet nerds will continue to talk about. Wow, 2011 Buckley, you're a fucking idiot. So, Miss Black is trying to sort of regain control of the narrative. Because you have to remember, she was not in on the joke. Friday, which has 3.8 million dislikes to 1.2 million likes, and that's on the re-uploaded version after she won a legal battle with the original creators of the song, Arc Music Factory. It was released because a 13-year-old's mom paid money to get a song made and released on the internet in the hopes that it could lead to her becoming a big star. Except, whoops, she had all the singing talent of, well, a 13-year-old who never took singing lessons in her life, and the song's writing and production was hot dog shit on cold toast. But now she's like, haha, okay guys, well, it's been 10 years, I want to be in on the joke now, let's all have fun together with this remix. So, this is redemption, right? She's learned to sing, improved some of the lyrics, maybe even aged them up for how a 23-year-old might spend their Friday. All while maybe keeping the cheesy hook as a nostalgic reminder, and hired a producer that they didn't find at a rundown shopping mall? No. No, they did not. I'm not going to subject you to any more of that. Go listen for yourself if you're into that type of masochism. Described as hyperpop by a bunch of dipshits on the internet, it's just an EDM remix of the original song. They pitched her voice up for some ungodly reason, added a bunch of other annoying production elements, and made an already horrendous song objectively harder to listen to. And this is the result of people trying. Oh, and someone thought, what other forgotten shit from around that time can we heap on this pile? So, we get a verse from the forgotten bro-pop duo 303. They were basically the Chainsmokers before the Chainsmokers existed. You may barely remember them from their song Don't Trust Me, or their collaborations with Katy Perry and Kesha, as they tried to stay relevant past 2009. And we also get Big Freedia, who also tried to hitch their wagon to Kesha's falling star with her comeback flop Raising Hell. Both 303 and Big Freedia appear just to say the word fuck once to remind everyone Rebecca Black's an adult now, as if the leather, fishnets, and spikes that she wears in the video weren't already desperately trying to remind us, this isn't the 13-year-old girl you made fun of, now I'm 23, and this is what adults look like. And because there aren't enough dated references in the video, we also get rage comic images or troll faces, suggesting what? That she's trolling us? But she's not. She wasn't trolling us the first time. As I said in my original video, that would have been a good save, claiming Friday was actually a parody of pop music. And this new version is her making a real effort to make something for her fans. Either the types of people who like things that are so bad they're good, like people who enjoy The Room, or people who actually genuinely like Rebecca Black. She does have nearly 2 million subscribers. All of them can't be there just to mock her. The internet's petty as fuck, but it's not that petty, right? But here's the thing. It's not funny when you put the kick me sign on your own back. It just kind of looks like a sad cry for attention. Like you find out, oh god, the kid we bully has started to enjoy it because it's the only time anyone actually pays attention to them. Oh god, now I feel kind of bad. I think I'm only going to beat them up like 2 or 3 more times and then that's it. The difference between the original Friday and this remix is the difference between a B movie where someone tried really hard to make a movie and it's so awful everyone goes, oh man, you gotta see this, it's so bad, it's hilarious. Versus someone like Quentin Tarantino intentionally making a bad B movie when that whole craze happened. And it's mildly humorous, but ultimately forgettable. Like it or not, we're bad people, and it's fun to make fun of bad things. And the harder someone tried to make it good, the funnier it is that it's not good. And to add to the sadness, this remix will probably end up with a tiny fraction of the views that the original had. It's not like 2011 when a video could be out for a month, like Friday was, before it went viral. Now, YouTube tells you to treat videos like they're kidnapping victims. If no one's seen it within the first 48 hours, the chances that anyone will see it after that becomes incredibly unlikely. But I hope this has helped with the healing, Rebecca. I get it. You learned firsthand what "be careful what you wish for" means. Your dream of becoming a pop star became a nightmare when your song became the most laughed at thing on the internet that year. And you continue to not be taken seriously as an artist, even though you've been releasing music ever since. You released a new song this year that got, I don't know, almost 500,000 views? A lot of artists would kill for that, actually. But for some reason, even though you've said Friday ruined your life, you keep picking at that scab and opening the wound over and over. Or in this case, making the wound even deeper by actually trying to improve on the song and effectively making it worse. As if that was even possible. It's time to move on, Rebecca. If you don't, no one else will. Otherwise, I guess we can expect the 20th anniversary of the song to be a slowed down version that will get people on Reddit to say, oh my god, she's bringing back shoegaze, and feature Billie Eilish and Ariel Pink. Well, the good news is that weekends will be irrelevant by 2031 anyway, as we'll all have to work 7 days a week at an Amazon-owned business in order to afford shelter, and subsist on scraps of food we steal as part of our night job as Uber Eats drivers. Fridays? Oh yeah, I remember looking forward to those. Now I only look forward to the 3 hours of rest God King Bezos allows us to have each night. Oh good, Rebecca Black put out a new song. That'll give me something to cry myself to sleep to.